But that way of interacting is using point and click. And so it's limited in the sense that you're just pointing and clicking with a mouse, and you can't really express with commands, like using
I see.
the language, like what you want the computer to do. And prior to like having these graphical user interfaces is on top of the operating system, you would have to use the command line in order to like use a computer. And
Okay.
so like inside your, so what they're doing is they're basically just showing you non-destructive commands. It just means that you're not doing anything to like delete anything from the computer. So you're basically just like with make mkdir is like make directory. So you're like creating a folder. In that example, they're creating a folder called test, and they're just showing you the command.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, thank you for clearing that up because I was kind of trying to figure that out, but I kind of figured. So yeah, I'd like to kind of run through this and see what happens because, like I said, I tried to do it and it wasn't really working. And then when we worked on it as a group, they kind of went through it fast, but they ended up getting into like folders and stuff like that. So I want to see if we can run through this. So it looks like so first thing I'm doing is I'm basically creating a folder called mkdir test.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I change that. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say before you do that, delete what you have, and let's just.
Okay. Oh, start it over too. That's what they say. I think they said in the thing. Refresh it. Okay.
So type in the command pwd.
Pwd.
Yep.
And then I just press enter.
Yeah. So that tells you like where you are in the computer. So you're inside of users, and that's you. And then if you type the command, so we're just kind of reading back. So this is also non-destructive. We're just kind of reading back information like where we are in the computer, the current work directory. So the current folder that we're in. And then if you type ls, and then hit enter there. So that will list out everything that's in the current working directory.
I see. Yeah, because we did this today, and it was just like I don't know what this is at all. I was really somewhat confused. But so I'm sorry. So what is the ls again?
I believe it's short for list.
Okay.
I forget what the S means, but I'm pretty sure the L means list. That's something we can Google right now. What does LS stand for? Luxury sport. So that's that. What does the LS bash stand for? Long listing. Okay, so the word wasn't there. So yeah, so it's just basically like when it, because it's a black box, like sometimes you're not really, it's a bit disorienting. You're not kind of sure where you are. So PWD and LS can kind of reorient you to like where you are in the computer. And then if you want to move around, like they showed you the CD command. I think they got that there as number 1 on your page.
Yes, CD, yeah.
Yep.
So then punch in CD.
Yep, and then space, and then you want to do CD space tilde. That little squiggly line is called a tilde.
Okay.
And yeah, and then if you hit enter there, so that'll take you to the home directory. So if you do ls now, or even pwd. So okay, so that was your folder basically, and then if you do ls, so that's basically, and I could see you created a Thinkful folder. So if you do cd space Thinkful, so that's basically like if you opened up your main window on your file explorer, and so Thinkful, and then hit enter. So now you're inside the Thinkful folder that you created today. So now to look at its contents, you could do ls again.
Okay.
And it looks like you
Okay.
created 2 folders. Yep.
Yes. Let's go back. Um, see. So yeah, I created the folder, and then I see. So I made the command line. So sorry, what is this right here?
So that is basically, you did that earlier. You created a folder. You first created for number 1, you created mkdir Thinkful, and then the second one, mkdir Thinkful / command - line practices, you created a command line practices folder inside of the Thinkful folder.
Okay, so I see. So I'm kind of creating folders within folders to
Yes.
some degree. Okay, cool. And then I'm sorry, did we touch upon the CD
Yeah.
change directory? Okay.
Yep. That's means change directory. Yep.
So then
So,
that's kind of navigating between folders.
yep. So basically, like,
So,
you're moving
or
now from your home folder, the folder with your name, and you're moving a layer deeper, like almost like you're clicking into the folder.
okay.
So you're going into
And
the
that's what the
Thinkful folder. Yeah.
oh sorry. Okay, cool. And then sweet. So then we made so this is kind of yeah, basically clicking on the Thinkful folder, and then sorry, oh the tilde. So then we do CD
Well,
tilde.
what this is saying is, if you ever want to go back to the home directory, you would do this command.
Oh,
Get back to the home directory.
okay. This is kind of like an escape thing, or kind of go back to the beginning, I guess. Or
Yeah, just a kind of a quick way to go back, because otherwise, if you want to just go back one folder, you would do cd space ... and that would take you back.
okay, cool. All right, and then this is, I guess, let's see, CD. Would this be going in? Then I guess going back into this folder. I'm kind of confused with what this is.
Yeah, so you can also use that in combination with other directories shown below. So that's basically just showing you like another way of going into that Thinkful folder.
Okay, cool.
So that
And
happens a lot
then
with coding, is like there's a lot of way ways to do this, different ways to do the same thing.
sure, and then you kind of pick and choose the more efficient one.
Yep.
Cool. All right, and then let's see. So this is basically yeah, what we kind of did.
Yeah.
Sorry, could you explain this kind of what's going on right here?
Oh yeah, sure. So here they're just kind of running you through the commands again. So go back to the home directory, go into the Thinkful. So we're kind of at that point. So now we want to go into command line practices. So in your command line now, if you want, you can type that.
Okay, type in CD.
Yep.
Man
line
line.
practice.
Okay. And then okay, so I see now we're within that folder.
Yep. And now if you type ls, I'm not sure if they had you create anything inside the folder.
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, it looks like it's empty. So that's okay. So now if you scroll down a little bit more. So here they're just showing you, if you're currently in command line practice, you can run the following command to get back to the home directory. So if you want to get back to the home directory, cd .. will take you back to Thinkful, or cd ... And then if you want to go back up past Thinkful into like where its parent is, which is the home, you would do this command cd ... But
Okay.
you don't have to do that right now. The next command is kind of important, because the touch command, we can now put this, we can create files. So like in your command line, if you type this touch space practice.txt.
Touch space practice. And I'm sorry, txt. Oh, .txt. Okay.
Yep, just like they have it there. Yep. And then
Okay.
hit. and then if you type ls, so there you go. It's
Okay.
basically listing out, long listing what you have inside that folder now, which is basically a file called practice.txt.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. So yeah, so managing files on the command line. So basically you just created a file through the command line. And
I see.
yep.
Cool. Nice. Okay. And then it looks like we just did touch practice.text. And then the CP. So let's see. So this would be just kind of copying and pasting
Yep.
a little bit.
Yep. So you're copying the contents of practice.txt into a new file called example.txt.
Okay. Example.txt. Okay.
And then if you hit ls, there's example.txt should be there. Yep.
Cool. So basically we're just kind of adding things to the folder. Oh wait. No. I'm sorry. Could you explain this line right here? So the CP practice.text and then example.text. So what happened right there? I copied this. So basically is example text the same thing as practice text?
Yeah. Yep. So example, so they're just showing you another way of creating a file, but from using an already existing file. And if practice.txt had anything inside of it, then you would be basically making a duplicate, but under the name example.txt, in which you've probably done before, right? Like if you've had like in your My Documents folder and you wanted to create a duplicate, you would just do commands Control C and then Control V, and then you get a copy. But here, we don't have the mouse to interact with. We have the commands to do that. So they're just showing you.
Cool.
Yeah, the commands.
Nice. That's cool. Okay. And then let's see. So we've created a duplicate. And then and then could you explain here? I'll pull this a little more. I guess this next chunk of trying to grab this edge and I can't grab this edge. But basically this right here, so then we try to copy it from. So this is the error. And then
yeah, so they're just showing you like if you try to copy a folder instead of a file, you'll get an error. And
okay.
And it's because there's files inside of the folder now, and it isn't sure if you want to copy everything inside the folder. And so this -R is what's referred to as a recursive flag. And so what that will do is when you go to make the copy, it'll go inside the folder and it'll look through, and recursion is like it repeats the same code on the same operation, like on each folder. And folders are kind of like they're like replicas of each other. So you can, when you run a recursive function, you have to have things that are kind of like a set of like code that's like repeating. And so, yeah, a bit of a long-winded answer, but basically you need that -R for it to kind of go in the folder and look at every file, repeat that looking process at every file to copy every file along with the folder.
I see. Okay, so the R, I have to put the -R if I want to copy and paste whole files or basically
Folders with files inside.
folders. Okay, so yeah.
Because
yeah, so it'd be full.
line practice is a folder.
Okay.
So they're basically